Hello YouTube, this is Tyans and I'll be showing you a Prot um a Prot PvP guide for Prot PvP guide. Well, first what you want to look for is the gear. Now I just made a new character and just leveled him to 90. Well, he's not really mine, but on my friend's account on my friend's account, he wanted me to level his warrior. He named it my name for some reason. I guess just because he wanted it to be like a clone of mine. But anyway, this is the gear I have so far for PvP. Oh, hold on. Well, never mind. Look at that. This is the gear I have so far. Okay, so this is my gear so far. I do have a couple of PvP, well, like just PvP things. Some of them I did have to like switch out. So, and I also have some gear in my bank. But yeah, well, first what you want to start off with, ignore this right here. What you're gonna be looking for Prot PvP, you're gonna go down to here. You're gonna see this master. No, not master. Right here, PvP resilience. What you want to do is you want to get that as high as you can. And if you plan on just doing damage and not carrying the flag, then also set some PvP power. But mostly you need PvP resilience for when you have the flag and you just want to get as little damage taken to you as possible. Now for some people they might do a lot of stamina, but having a lot of stamina is really going to help you if you can get one-shotted when you're a flag carrier, so that doesn't really matter. Now for your talents, these are what I have. You can change them if you want, but these are what I choose. Glyph of Hold the Line improves the damage of your next revenge ability by 50% following a successful parry. And if you already see the revenge skill, a successful dodge or parry will reset the cooldown. So that'll mean when you use this and then you parry or dodge, no, when you just parry, then the next damage will be done 50% more. So for PvP wise, if you have a lot of resilience and also you have some parry, you don't really need to parry, but if you want to have it, since you will be doing damage, and most likely you're not just going to be holding the flag and then just running away, that will be pretty good for like protecting yourself in case you don't have enough people with you. Now, Glyph of Ferocious Sundering reduces the cost of Sunder Armor by 100%. Now, since your Sunder Armor is replaced with Devastate, so basically your Devastate will be 0 rage. And that's pretty good since it does 220% weapon damage plus 3,647 for my gear. So that's pretty good considering that it's no rage. And next is Glyph of Death from Above. Reduces the cooldown of Heroic Leap by 15 seconds and increases its damage done by 100%. So what that will do is your Heroic Leap is on 30-second cooldown now, and it also does 15k damage for estimated, and it could also crit. So, and that's towards any target within that area. Any damage, yeah, physical damage to all enemies within 8 yards. So if there is a lot of people and you're going to get the flag, then you could just heroic leap, or you could charge in, get an impending victory. I mean, intimidating shout up, so fearsome way. You could use piercing howl or anything else, and then you could just heroic leap away. And you could do that every 30 seconds. So if you plan it right, you should cover a lot of ground with that. And for the minor glyphs, I only have these two. When you get so angry when enraged that you catch on fire. I just like to see that. With my new Transmog gear, it's red and black, so that'll be cool with that. But I haven't got all the sets, so I can't Transmog it. And next glyph, Mighty Victory. When you victory rush or impending victory heal, you grow slightly larger. Slightly larger. So with that, it's not really anything important. I was gonna get Blazing Trail, but for my server it costs like 200 gold. Not spending that on a minor glyph. So, and now the talents. Now a lot of people have been telling me that that Warbringer is better because your charge also knocks a target to the ground and stuns it for 3 seconds. But I find if there's like a line of people, like when I'm a flag carrier, the first thing I do is I go get the flag, I put down a banner, intervene it. There's usually someone else in front of me to like heal me. So then, no wait, there's usually a person trying to keep me from getting it, so I charge that person, so they all get stunned, and then I'll intervene my healer. Then I'll set down a war banner, and then I'll intervene that. And by the time that's over, because that's like 60 seconds for both of those safeguard. When I said intervene, I meant safeguard. So that's 60 seconds. So if I plan right with my charges and my intervenes and my heroic leap, I should be able to get it there before, well, I should be able to get it there fast. Next is second wind. I mostly use this, well, I don't really use it, but the reason why I got this is because whenever struck or stunned or immobile or, wait, yeah, you generate rage over 10 seconds. So that is pretty good, because like if you're in a stun lock, you'll still generate rage, so then you can at least use some moves. Or like if you have what is it called? If you have execute and someone's attacking you, that 20 well, that 20 rage can really help you. And also with second wind, when you're below 35% health, you generate 3% health per second. That is pretty good considering its passive ability. Now, in rage regeneration, the only reason why I would not pick that is because, well, first it's a 1 minute cooldown. So, I don't really like long cooldowns, except for it's a burst, but that is a defensive cooldown. So I still wouldn't really do that. It heals 10% of your total health and an additional 10% over 5 seconds. So that's 20% of your health, basically over 5 seconds. That could be good, but also you have to be enraged. Now what I did most of the time when I did use this, because I did use this at the beginning of the patch, I would use Berserker Rage. I would macro it because Berserker Rage you become enraged. So with this, instead of it costing 6 rage, it won't cost any rage. So that's pretty good. And Impending Victory, some people use this as a filler between moves, but for like if your Shield Slam and Revenge is off cooldown and you don't want to use Stab Straight. And I guess Thunderclap. I would rather use a damage dealing effect than this. because although this does do pretty good amount of damage, it replaces Victory Rush. And it replaces Victory Rush, so every time I kill something, I would be doing about 9.5k damage, and also healing me for 10% of my maximum health. But as a flag carrier, I'm not really focused on killing them. I'm focused on staying alive and getting the flag back. So I don't really choose that. Piercing Hail, simply just for getting things away from me. If I'm kiting a bunch of people and my shockwave is off cooldown and my intimidating shout is on cooldown, then I'll use Piercing Hail and it only costs 10 rage, so it's pretty good and it does all targets. Shockwave, simply just to do some damage or do a stun. And that's basically it. And it's on a 20-second cooldown. At first I did have Dragon's War, but now as I'm a tank, I realize that I really don't need to be doing a lot of damage. Well, not realize that I was a tank. When I started being the main flag carrier for my group, I decided I don't need to be doing damage. And now I have Safeguard. I said this was Intervene, but I meant Safeguard. Really, this is the only one I see fit. And at high speed towards a raid member, removing all impairing effects upon you. So, removing this mass spell with like 1 minute cooldown, only for 5 seconds. This is just terrible. I don't know anyone who uses this. It is an instant cast, but it's 2 minute cooldown. And it only goes for 12 seconds. So, that is terrible. This lasts longer, and it's a 3 minute cooldown. But yeah, and during Vigilance, your taunt has no cooldown. So it might be good for like emergency tanking if you're in a raid, but most likely it's not good at all. So I use Safeguard to remove my stuns and also travel. And Avatar. I did have Stormbolt as another CC before I had Dragon's Roar, and then I just had this. I had Dragon's Roar and Stormbolt, but then I got rid of that, so I had a stun, and since I already had stun, didn't need that, so I just got the damage. And Bloodbath, yeah, I'm not gonna say it's bad, but I just think if I actually do need to take damage, if I do need to get out of snares or do a lot of damage, I would choose Avatar. I don't know why I was stunning. But yeah. And now I'll be going over what you should basically be doing as where is it? Oh, here it is. What you should be doing as a Prot PvP tank. PvP flag carrier. I don't know why I'm like studying with this. But anyway, Shield Slam. I basically use it to generate rage, or if I need to do some more damage to someone. But first I'll use Devastate. It doesn't generate any rage, but it does do some damage, so I would use this for the weakening armor effect and then Shield Slam, so that could get some more damage onto them if I need it. Revenge, basically like this, just for generating rage and doing an attack. And Shield Block, I barely use this. Like, I have it over here, but I barely use it at all. What I do is, I have, where is it? Okay, I have it macroed into my Shield Slam, because Shield Slam, 6 second cooldown, and Shield Barrier, I can use it every 6 seconds. Well, it lasts 6 seconds. I can use it every, I think, 1.5 seconds, but yeah, I figure I would use this instead of using Shield Block. Now, if I do have to use Shield Block, I do have it on here, but I mostly don't use it. Okay, and stay tuned